So I'm Bishop John, and welcome to a Sacred Resistance moment at the Heart of Clergy Conference. The Episcopal News is going to make a recording of this and spread it far and wide for reasons that will become evident, because it has to do with joining together as a diocese on a vital statement at a crucial time in the life of our country. Sacred Resistance took form in December of 2016 at the Diocesan Convention. Francisco Garcia, at our right, was a key advocate at that moment of organizing the diocese at a time of mounting risk to our sibling immigrant workers and their families that was being posed by our darkening politics. We now have Sacred Resistance 2.0, and while it's still taking shape, as an observer and supporter of discerning three pillars. The first is vital know your rights training for those most at risk from ICE in our neighborhoods and in our institutions. Sacred Resistance is training individuals and churches. Second, nonviolent resistance training. And third, a new vein of building relationships with those serving our siblings at the border in Tijuana who have been abandoned by the cruel policies of our government. Sacred Resistance has four co-conveners: Jamie Edwards-Acton, Francisco Garcia, Ray Kimura, and Susan Russell. Our subject today is the Trump administration's cruel and cynical misappropriation of the Refugee Resettlement program for its political purposes. Putting together a statement for your and the diocese consideration has been the work of Sacred Resistance this morning. The principal drafter of the document, Canon Russell, will present it to you at this time.
Thank you, Bishop. It's an honor to present this to the diocese and to the nation at large. It reads, the Episcopal Church announced on Monday, May 12th, that it would terminate its partnership with the federal government to resettle refugees, citing moral opposition to the expedited resettlement of white Afrikaners seeking refugee status by granting them preferential treatment, leapfrogging over countless others who've been waiting for years for resettlement, and in the wake of the virtual shutdown of the previously bipartisan U.S. refugees admissions program. It has been painful to watch one group of refugees selected in a highly unusual manner receive preferential treatment over many others who've been waiting in refugee camps or dangerous conditions for years, wrote our presiding bishop, Sean Rowe, adding, I'm saddened and ashamed that many of the refugees who are being denied entrance to the United States are brave people who worked alongside our military in Iraq and Afghanistan and now face danger at home because of their service to our country. This principled action is an example of costly discipleship named by Bishop Rowe as living out our church's steadfast commitment to racial justice and reconciliation by refusing to be complicit in government policies which violate those values. As Christians, we must be guided not by political vagaries, he wrote, but by the sure and certain knowledge that the kingdom of God is revealed to us in the struggles of those on the margins. Right now, what that means is ending our participation in the federal government's refugee resettlement program and investing our resources in serving migrants in other ways. Here in the Diocese of Los Angeles, we stand ready to continue the ongoing work of humane and just resettlement and immigration accompaniment through our Sanctuary Task Force and the work of Sacred Resistance more broadly, collaborating with the Diocese's Interfaith Refugee and Immigration Service and many other partners. And we applaud the leadership of our presiding bishop, modeling for us what it is to follow Jesus in the work of standing in solidarity with those who have been left as strangers at the gate. And now I'm going to turn it over to my hermano Francisco Garcia to talk about logistics.
So friends, we're called to put our faith into action. And so what we're going to do with this statement is invite all of you, all of us collectively as clergy, to initiate the lead and to sign on to the statement so that presiding bishop and diocese and our church members from across the country can see this form of solidarity and support, and then invite the entire diocese, anyone that wants to sign on to this statement, to do so as well. But we will begin it here. So there are a couple ways to do this. One is just good old-fashioned. I have a notebook, and when we're at the table, you can come and put your name and your affiliation here in this book. We also will, you can text it, probably to anybody that's up here. If you happen to have someone's cell phone number up here, text that I'm signing on to the statement, and you can, we'll add you to the list. And then later, we'll put out a link, a Google form, where you can share this with your congregations, and any individual can sign on to this statement as well. So lots of ways to support, but obviously strength in numbers, the greater the amount of people, the greater the impact and the message that we're sending to the country and to the wider world. And now Jamie is going to offer a few words about other ways to lend your support.
And I'll apologize ahead of time. I have a tickle in my throat. I've been kind of holding back coughing, so if I break out coughing, you'll understand. They say in organizing there is two types of power: organized people and organized money. And although I do both, today I'm here to organize your money to flow to Sacred Resistance by way of buying a t-shirt out in the lobby. So if you would like to buy a t-shirt for $23 short sleeve, $27 long sleeve, you can do so. All that money goes directly to the work of Sacred Resistance, which has, this last week, helped a group of people go to Tijuana to check out some NGOs down there. And the work that people are doing, it has gone to helping with asylum legal fees to a family. So it goes to all kinds of great work. Also, if we talk about signing up, if you would like to be a part of what we're doing with Sacred Resistance and you're not already receiving my very frequent emails, which I'm sure a lot of you are, you can let me know, give me your email, and I'll put you on that list. We have one monthly regular meeting, unless there's kind of some action or something we're building up for, and then we kind of speed it up, break it out in smaller groups. But one all Sacred Resistance meeting, first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. on Zoom, because we're such a large diocese. So if you'd like to be a part of that, just let me know. And now I'd like to turn it back to Canon Melissa McCarthy.
My thanks to the Sacred Resistance Program.